This is a new evolution chest in Clash Royale, and this is an account that has almost no evolutions on it. And today we're going to see how many evolution chests you need to open to unlock every single evolution in Clash Royale. Because here's the account right here with no evolutions, except for one because we opened up a couple chests to see what it's like, and it's the cannon. So first evolution done, let's get to the chest. So we'll start with 2 evolution chests. I really do like how they look, and these can actually bump up to a 4-star and a 5-star. So I'm curious to see how many chests it's going to take to unlock every evolution. Now, obviously there's like 37, I believe. It's already a 4-star. So with a 4-star evolution chest, we got 2 evolution shards, and that's for the furnace. Another legendary bump up. Okay. And then now we get the dark goblin. You can see the furnace go up there to 4. Dark goblin go up a little bit. We already had those shards, but that's not bad. Those are 4 stars. Let's see if it stays at a 3-star, what we get. But this also isn't the only chest I'm going to show you guys in this video. We have changes to the lucky chest as well, which we'll talk about later, but it bumps up to 4-star most times. So I assume the 3-star, you're only going to get 1, but we got the firecracker evolution. I have 3 evolution chests coming in here. Oh, there you go. So 3-star, you get 1 evolution shard. 4-star, you get 2 evolution shards. We have not bumped up to a 5-star yet. You can see another 3-shard, only 1 zap. And there we go. You can see our evolutions coming into play. It's not fully clear yet how we're going to actually unlock these evolution chests. I'm going to assume probably can gem them. They're probably going to show up in challenges. They're probably going to show up in like getting crowns and all that. Maybe in the trophy road, in the new seasonal arenas, whenever they do come, because they have removed some of them for a little time being. And I'm sure there'll be other ways to gem them and stuff like that. But so far, another way to get evolutions and potentially free to play is a great way, because right now it's incredibly hard to get evolutions. But we're gonna load up 5 more, and I want to get that 5-star evolution chest. So that would take us to 10. Now 3-star gives us 1. So theoretically, it could take a lot of evolution chests if it made it if a lot of them are 3 stars, because you're only getting 1 evolution shard. It takes 6 shards for 1 evolution. There's like around I think 37 evolutions at this point. You guys do the math. Still haven't bumped up to a 5-star. You still can. And I wonder if the next tier up is a 5-star evolution chest, gives you the full evolution. That's what I'm excited. Hopefully it's not 3. I hope it's all 6, but we're making some progress in there. We're getting close to finishing our next one in the furnace. Whirl hogs broken, barbarians okay, but still only that 1 evolution done. We're close to skeleton army, but I want a 5-star evolution chest. All right, we loaded up 10 more chests. Can we finally bump up to a 5-star? So we can. First one, you can see it's like the champion rarity. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like a stump. Am I the only one that feels that way? It literally looks, I mean, it kind of reminds me of like a lucky chest merged with a stump, right? But we got our first champion rarity, and it does give you the full evolution. That is the goblin drill though, not great, but doesn't matter. So if you get a ton of the champion rarity evolution chest, that's great. Now either way, them adding these chests into the game in addition to getting evolutions is a great thing. Now it's kind of random which ones you do get, so that kind of sucks. I wonder if you can also get evolution shards in this. Like, I'm assuming that is a possibility. Oh, they're all shards. Wild card, evolution wild shards. We're getting a lot of the ones, because I know as a free to play, it's painstakingly hard to get the evolutions you want sometimes, unless a challenge comes in games where it gives you to free. But we got the goblin drill, so that's another one done. That's only 2 done. Zap in there, ice spirit, witch, wall breakers. Okay, inferno dragon, we're getting close. Wizard, hey, we got the furnace done. Is that I think that's our 3rd evolution. So cannon, that's 1. Furnace, that's 2. Drill, so 3 so far in 20 chests. Not bad. And 1 champion rarity chest. I feel like that's the thing to note. The 5-star evolution chest, how rare they're gonna feel. So we loaded up 10 more, up to 30. But how many chests do you think is gonna take? Oh, another champion one. Let's go. That gets us the knight. Again, we'll have the counter pop in whenever it shows the animation, just to make it easier for myself and you guys watching. But the champion one, guaranteed, it seems to get a full evolution, which is great. Now, what happens when like you have a few shards for an evolution and it gives you 6? Do you get the rest of those wild cards? I don't know. We'll hopefully find that out in this video. But give me the legendaries. That's 2 shards. Love it. I would love the champion rarity or the 5 stars, please. All right, but that's the knight done. 4th evolution. Getting close to the battle. Well, not really close, but goblin drill was done. We already saw that animation, so maybe we didn't see the animation, but it was done. Maybe it was just delayed. Yeah, so only 4 done still. All right, 10 more. Okay, so it seems like maybe in every 20 you kind of get one of the 5-stars chests, which is how easy are these going to be open? How often are you going to be able to get these access as a free to play? To be seen. But them adding another option to get them is kind of good in my opinion, because it was really annoying, especially with a lot of the changes coming, level 16 and some other stuff. Like, they need to make it easier for these to get the more accessible to players, especially with new content coming coming and stuff like that. Seems like 4 stars are very common though. It almost feels really bad when you only get 1 shard, but that was 10. Didn't get the bump up there. We're getting close to finishing some. Mortar's close. Wall breakers, I mean, giant snowball. Okay, the mortar is done. I didn't even realize we finished that. That's 5. Furnace was already done. Evolution already unlocked. So what happens? So I'm gonna go with that's a dead build bug, but we're moving on. And again, you guys are gonna want to stay tuned to the end though, because they made a change to lucky chest, and I think you guys are really gonna think it looks cool, and so am I. We have 10 more loaded up, but yeah, the reason why I'm able to open these are on the dead build, so things are subject to change all the time, like the drop rates. But hopefully these are accessible and accessible for free to play players. Hopefully they're just not something you gem. If I had to guess, like they may show up in ranked stuff. Another champion. Okay, it seems pretty consistent that you get the champion or the 5-star. I mix it up between champion rarity and 5-star. It's the same thing because the lucky chests are champion rarity, but they're 5-star lucky chests. So let's go stars. The 5-star evolution chest. I mean, we've gotten 3 already. That's basically 3 evolutions. And 50. Now, how hard is 50 to get in the actual game? To be determined. Run Dragon, you're getting close. See, I already had the cannon unlocked and I didn't even pull any cannon. So definitely a dead build bug. Would you get a new one? The Zap. This evolution is unlocked. Show up to 6 evolutions with a decent amount of shards. All right, this time we loaded up 25 of them. Let's see if the math holds true where like every 20, I think we get a 5-star. And we still have not seen any single evolution wild shards, which kind of is unfortunate. I would like to see those more because then you can like put the shard into the evolution that you want. I feel like players a lot of times are at the whim of what Clash Royale gives you, and having the choice to put it in, like, let's say you play a certain deck and you really want the Mega Knight evolution. If the game gives you, like, let's see this one, even though the Royal Ghost is top tier, one of the best evolutions, let's say you don't use the Royal Ghost. Well, now you're kind of like stuck where it's like, oh, I got the evolution for this card, but I don't play it. It's not leveled up. So it's kind of like a bad thing where, but it makes sense. Like randomness, believe it or not, is actually good for games in the retention. It just sucks when you're on the end of it where you're like, you really want one. So I got an extra Royal Ghost there. See that I got that extra shard? I pulled the evolution and I got an extra drill here. So you can get duplicate shards. I'm going to assume it's like a Devil bug right now, where these extra shards normally would turn into evolution wild shards. We got the hunter there. Nice. Because for now, it's just saying that I have the evolution as a max level and it seems to be disappearing. But oh my gosh, another in these 25, we have 2 champion. No, that's a furnace. So let's see what happens there. Again, in the live game, I'm going to have every reason to believe if you already have the evolution, it turns into shards or converts to a different one, because we got the musketeer. This one's done. That's a new one done. Execution, we're getting close. Oh my gosh, we're getting really close on a lot of these. Now the drill we already had unlocked, and if it was again not dev build, I assume that would turn into wild cards, so it feels better. Royal Ghost, that's a great one. Now I play the Royal Ghost a lot. Such a freaking strong card. Lumberjack, finally got something for that. Firecracker, oh, one of the most annoying ones. Jeez. Baby Dragon, we finished the Firecracker. Let's go. I don't even know where we're at. I mean, editing knows. You guys watching know. I'll have to count after this. But see, you got one more Royal Ghost shard and it shows that we already unlocked it. That and then another Goblin Jail. These are just ones. I feel like those would, and the Furnace. Oh geez, a lot of them. I feel like those would turn into wild shards. Hunter Evolution unlocked as well. That's another one. Ice Spirit going in. All right, well, I gotta do some counting. So we got the Musketeer and the Knight up top. Done. We got Royal Ghost. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got 10 done. All right. All right, so this time I messed up. I accidentally loaded in 30. So we're up to 105 after this, and we got another champion ready. Let's go. That is the barrel. What I should check after is actually my inventory. Am I getting evolution shards, wild shards? Because if so, I can put those into the evolutions that I have, and it would actually save me a lot of chests. Because again, I have every reason to believe it's a devil bug and they'll be turning into wild shards. So that's how it works for the challenges that we have now. Oh, another. Oh my gosh. Honestly, the 5-star ones are actually easier to pull than I was anticipating. Like I thought it was going to be like super hard to get a 5-star evolution chest, which I'm glad that that's the third one in this next 30 here. That's really good. We get one more before this 30 ends. I mean, the 4 stars are really common. Like the 3 stars are like the least amount that we actually seem to get. Another one. That's 4 in this 30 here. Firecracker done. All right, Inferno, that's another one. First time getting that, check that off. Goblin Barrel, done. Royal Giant, we got a long way to go on that. One of the first evolutions. Battle Ram, we're kind of close. Skeleton Army, that one's done. That's a new one. Check that one off. Giant Snowball. I just realized the Giant Snowball has a foot sticking out of it. That's hilarious. Tesla Skeletons. Okay, we're making some progress. Goblin Cage, one of the funniest evolutions, done. Yeah, there we go. Now I get to see it. The hand, the foot, this one's done. That's a new one. Okay, we made a lot of good progress on this one. Executioner, that one's done. We got to be getting close. Nice. Bomber. New one. Dunzo. We got 17 done. And a lot of them have a lot of shards. All right, we got 20 more loaded up. But yeah, I did a video unlocking every evolution. Before evolutions cost like $7 for each singular one. And yes, I did pay that. But honestly, I really hope that as a like for free-to-play players or people that don't really spend a whole lot on the game, where they're buying pass route like that, these are very accessible. It's a really cool idea because evolutions were like so frustratingly annoying to pull unless you spent money. So I think this is a cool idea as long as the person that is playing regularly, doing well, has a chance to get a decent amount of them, or at least like they have get a certain amount of crowns, you can unlock them, that kind of thing, challenges for them, all that stuff. The evolutions are fun, I'm not gonna deny it. Part of the reason why I'm back to posting a lot of Clash Royale. So if you guys enjoy the video, subscribe. But oh, that's the first P.E.K.K.A one. The Royal Giant making decent progress. Again, a lot of these it says we already unlocked them. I'm 100% certain those will turn into wild shards. It's not in the dev build. So evolution wall breakers. And then by the way, I've been saying 37 evolutions. There's 39. A little bit of a mix up, but hey, we got the Royal Hogs, one pigs fly. Let's go. That one's annoying to face. It's actually not as bad as I was expecting, unless if you don't have air counters, then it sucks. But it's broken, but it's like it's not as bad as I originally thought. We're making good progress, but still 125 evolution chests. But that's still like there's other ways to get evolution shards, like just in general, especially for the ones that you want. But another way to get evolutions was definitely needed. All right, we're up to 150 after this batch of chests. It's been a little bit since I actually got the 5-star though. I didn't get any in that last batch. No, I think that's the first evolution dragon or E-dragon. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Mega Knight. That's a huge one to get. Let's go. Because I know all of you love it and a lot of you play it mid ladder. Yeah, keep giving me those 5 stars. Oh, we got another one. Ah, it's a hunter. That pull kind of sucks because for us opening these, there's a small chance that is how it in the game. If you had the evolution, it sucks, but I doubt they would do that. That feels so bad. But for us, it's taking a little while longer because we have most of them, but we didn't have the Mega Knight. That's a new one. Let's go. That was our first time getting the archers. That's cool. Electro Dragon, we're getting close. Goblin Giant. Oh, the first time getting the witch. Nice. How is it still one cycle? I don't understand that. The skeletons, like, if you don't have a way to deal with them, oh my gosh, they are annoying. But there's a lot of cards to deal with them. Hey, the Ice Spirit. This one I thought was like broken at first. It's still solid, but it's good. It's great. We're making some good freaking headway. All right, I jumped up to 50 chests this time. Take 200 of these. If you're like starting fresh from a new account and you're literally not getting wild shards from other means, you're not playing the game normally, because you can still get evolution stuff from the lucky chest, which is really cool. But yeah, we are getting a lot of duplicates that I assume would turn to those shards for sure. That would bring this number down a lot. Oh, here we go. Got the archers. I think we already had those, but also another thing is maybe they don't turn into wild cards. I don't want to give false information. Maybe they turn into that new currency that is crystals, which you can use to unlock like cosmetics and stuff. So that's an option of that. Maybe that's not in the dev build. Like like these extra evolutions flowing into a certain amount of crystals that you can use to get cosmetics and stuff. That could be it as well. Like I don't have the full details on it, so that's part of the reason, but I don't know why I just thought of that. That actually might be literally why it is. Hey, we got a new one. We got bats done. I don't use it too often, but it's solid. And we got our Electro Dragon as well. This card with Golem, Battle Healer, a little tornado in there. It's crazy the infinite chain zone. You can just suck everything into it. All right, so we're like halfway there to the P.E.K.K.A. That Goblin Giant is finally done. It's interesting how like this deck with like Goblin Machine, Furnace, Prince, Rage, all that kind of stuff was like dominant last season. Like you don't even see it right now. Oh, the Dark Goblin. This one's a sneaky one, like sneaky damage. Oh, Lumberjack. This is one of my favorite ones. Like a lot of people don't know how to defend the ghost of the Lumberjack, and he can take some sneaky towers. Wizard. I thought this one sucked at first, but actually the shield's not horrible. Oh, we have a long way to go to that skeleton barrel though. And Royal Giant. This one was one of the first evolutions in the game. Game breaking back then. Nowadays it's annoying, but you can get countered. So we have 28. So we have 11 more to go. We're close on a lot of them. Okay, that 25 went quick. We got the baby dragon. So freaking good with the golem. Speaking of golem, when are we gonna get the golem evolution? Oh, then Tesla. Got that one done. Nice. P.E.K.K.A. We're so freaking close. Even though the P.E.K.K.A. evolution honestly isn't that great, but Valkyrie is great though. That's a really good evolution. That one's done. 5 left to go. Skeleton Barrel, Barbarians, Royal Recruits. Hate those. Battle Ram, and the P.E.K.K.A. 2 Bridge Bend cards, which I use. That's crazy. Hopefully last 25 loaded in. Again, like these duplicate shards that we were getting, there's 2 options. I don't have the info exactly right now. They're gonna turn into crystals, which the new currency in Clash Royale that's coming, that can be used on cosmetics and stuff like that. Or they'll transfer into like old wild card shards. Before, like, player access would go into elite wild cards. So I'm thinking it's like a 50-50 what it's going to turn into, because excess cards turn into crystals. Do they count the shards as we'll find out, but either way we go about it, got P.E.K.K.A.s. Let's go. We need them royal recruits. We need them skeleton barrels. What we really need is a 5-star. One we don't have. Give me more of those recruits, please. And we got the battle ram. Now I will say, if the system is like the excess shards you get just go to crystals, it's only really bad if you have a lot of evolutions. If you're a new player, just getting shards for evolutions that you don't have is fine. It's like more towards the end game when you have a lot of them. It's gonna feel bad that you can't pick the ones that you kind of want, but as long as the crystals are cool, I'm okay with it. All right, there we go. We got that freaking P.E.K.K.A. done. Let's go. Royal recruits are like halfway there. That's tough. Battle ram, that's done though. Check that one off. Let's go. I thought it just knocks everything in. It's a crazy evolution. It's just not used in many decks. And then there were 3 to go. So I think the consensus, it's great for players that don't really have evolutions and are trying to get their first few. But once you start getting evolutions, getting specific ones, unless there's a devil bug and it's not giving you wild cards, it only gives you crystals, you're gonna get a lot of duplicates. And then that kind of feels bad as the more evolutions you kind of had, because the hits of you getting one that you actually need go down, at least for these chests. But again, tough to say. So that one, that opened 25 and I didn't get a single barbarian shard or a single skeleton barrel shard, which is like, see those ones you really want. It's like, come on. Load up 50 more. Hey, we got a barbarian. We got it. It's just hard. We got 2 more barbarians. Let's go. Now, I think we got another shard after this. Oh, let's go. We only need 2 more of the freaking barbarian evolutions. We need 2 more. Royal recruits and the skeleton barrel. You guys can make your predictions. How many it's going to take? We really need to get those 5 stars and pull one of those. Come on. All right, 25 more. Also, thing to note, that last batch, we actually didn't get a 5-star chest. Oh, we got skeleton barrel. We didn't actually get a 5-star chest. So let's hope we get a lot this one. There's 1. Obviously not the 2. Let's go. That's a freaking skeleton barrel. Let's go. We only need 1 more. Imagine a 5-star royal recruit. So we just need 1 more. Come on, please. Yes. So it took, and then we even get icing on the cake right there. So it took 350 of the evolution chests. Again, it could go either way. Either your duplicates get turned into wild cards or get shifted over to another evolution you don't have. Maybe Dead Build Bug that's not doing that, or they get converted into crystals, which since it's Dead Build account, I'm not able to fully see. Overall, the chest is amazing. Like, I feel like it's a great way as long as they implement it where free play players can get it, and just getting more evolutions for these players in circulation, because dude, not having them feels like such a handicap. Here we go. Let's get this. Get this skeleton barrel out of here. That was going to take a lot longer. Let's go. The 5-star where you get a full evolution seems pretty cool. Like, they recur pretty frequently, I would say. Like, I thought they're going to be impossible to pull. The 5-star evolution chest is not. We got our last royal recruits there. We have every single evolution from these, but I'm not done. Remember I said I'm going to show you those crazy new lucky chests? Let's get through this quick. So yes, every evolution from evolution chest, 39 of them. This is a new lucky chest when you're at max level. Honestly, it's tough to know exactly. I think this is more in the last, or like after 10,000 trophies, maybe whatever your levels. But look at this. This is a 5-star. You get 10 champions. They also have 1-stars that can bump up, obviously, to 2 stars, 3 stars. But just see the difference, like how much more cards you're getting. But the thing with these is like you want to pull the higher rarity cards. That 5-star, you get in these legendaries, you get in these champions, because those are going to be the hard cards to upgrade at level 16. So them adding this chest at a higher level when you actually are going to need it to get to level 16 is great. I think this is a big step where they're like, okay, yeah, we don't want level 16 to be so freaking hard where you need these cards and champions. So this is a big boost to economy because champions were so hard to get. That's going to be the bottleneck, I think, for or was going to be a lot of bottlenecks for getting people level 16 with these legendary chests, because these are going to show up once you're a certain level in your pass. This is what the chests turn into, and then also trophy road and everything like that. So the higher rarity chests, great, especially when they bump up to level 5, which is the champion tier, which are rare, but you can see you get a lot more of the champion cards and a lot more cards in general, which is definitely needed. Well, these ones haven't been that great, but I mean, champion all cards, even that's fine because legendaries are the higher rarity is. Those are the big ones. But it's a great idea for them to add these because it combats the issue of like champions being so hard to get to level 16 and everything like that. But keep giving us the champions and more ways to get good champions, and level 16 will not be as painful as level 15, even though it sucks. Still sucks, but hopefully it's a better system. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts on the new chest. If you like the evolution chest, if you like it once you get to a certain level that you get the legendary chest. But either way, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts and stay tuned for more sneak peeks.